Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below or jumped onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com and you have concluded you are a power year number 4, you're at the right place. Hiya, 4s. You only have to calculate your number once for the entire year of 2021. What changes are your monthly numbers. So you are in the month of 8. Okay, 4s? Now, as I'm shuffling, we're going to take a look at business, love, and then any question that you have. But as I'm shuffling, let's review what those numbers mean for you. So a year of 4 is every time you see a 4, whether it's the year, a month of 4, something like that, it means that you are planning the rest of your life. And in all areas, it means that the year of 4 is, am I with the right loved one? Should I make a commitment to this loved one? Am I in the right career or job? Am I living in the place I really want to live? Those are things that happen with 4, and you build all year long. Now, this month of 8 is your most karmic month. You can be rewarded or smacked on the hands by the universe according to whether or not you might be facing and fulfilling some sort of negative karmic debt, which is a lesson that you maybe have to learn from a past life. That's what's confusing about karma, is that you say, why is this negative challenge approaching me or facing me when I've done nothing but good deeds? Well, you might be facing a karmic debt from when you were 4 years old, and you may be facing it from another life. That's why. Now, the trick with the 8, you're in the month of 8, is not to become a victim, to understand what your part in the situation was, fix it or improve it, and move on. 8 can be a month of good money and a good time to ask for a raise and a promotion of some kind. You know, there's a lot of good things. So let's take a look at, for our 4s who are working right now, and then we'll also look at our 4s who are looking for work in the jolly month of 8 during the year of 4 in 2021. You know, it looks like a lot of confusion here all the way across the board. If you are a 4 and you've been working, I do want to tell you that there seems to be a conflict on one side of you and then another conflict on the other side of you. So there might be problems at the workplace and problems at home with relationships. The center card is a very nice card because it's the justice card, and that means justice is going to be served. And, you know, you might, if there's something legal going on, you might benefit very, very nicely. You might come up with some winning information for your side of the debate. Or you might just be rewarded with a, what's the word? Settlement. The settlement. You might be someone who's in a legal field. Leastly, it can mean that the dust is settling and things are going to be fairly dealt with moving forward. Okay? That in itself may be enough information to answer your inquiry of what's going on in your life. But I guess some other examples might be that you squash a problem with authority figures at work, and then you have to figure out, well, how do I smooth it out with the people that I work with or people that work for me? There's different levels of issues happening in the business world for you. Now, next we have, for those of you fours who are looking for work, um, I feel like you've been led in the wrong direction. And it's very interesting, H. There just seems to be so much conflict here going across the board. Whereas you were doing fine. You finished up a project maybe fine, or last you looked, you had interviews, you had offers, whatever. And then all of a sudden, something goes awry where you thought something maybe was in the bag or you were doing well. And now all of a sudden, you're getting mixed feedback or mixed feelings or mixed impressions from somebody. And you're like, well, now what do I do? I thought I was starting this job next month and they're not calling. What is happening? So, what I see coming into fruition is you're going to be very, very busy in this month of 8. And I feel like fours, it's time to chase what it is you want. Because I feel like you've been jerked around and there are too many, you're going to find areas where you just don't have an answer. But I can't. I'm really trying to think of an example for you, but I can't. At the moment, this card really talks about so many choices come your way. This is your final card. This is what you're looking forward to. So many choices come your way, and you're just not quite sure which is the truth, which is the best, which way to go, whatever it is. So whatever these mixed signals are, for example, someone says, I don't know, the office is moving, and it could be this month, it could be next year, and it's all over the place. And then there's this announcement that says, clean out your desks, we're moving tomorrow. And all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and you're running around frantically to make something work and to make it fit. So you might be frustrated in this situation. Maybe there's part happiness too, but you might be frustrated in part of this situation. So try not to go into victim or martyr mode. Why does this always happen to me? These people are jerks. You're meant to say, well, I'll do the best I can. I thought I understood something different, but I guess I'm going to have to do the best I can. And they said I was going to be, coming back to work or giving my old job back, or they said that a promotion was due, and now suddenly I'm running willy-nilly all over the place, and I don't know what they mean. I don't know who's going to come to my rescue. Or does this card indicate that there's 3 offers or 4 offers of a job? Or that there's additional facts to the job that's offered to you that you did not even compute or understand. So there's a bit of mayhem for you fours in this month of April, so do hang in there and do your best. Let's move to relationship now, fours, and let's take a look at love. So we're going to look first at our fours who are in a relationship, and then we're going to take a look at our fours who are looking for love. Fours, any words that are said in this segment are for you. So if the job reading fits your romantic life and the romantic life reading fits your job life and relationships, take it and run. All the words are meant for you. It's perfectly fine. Don't get caught up with yeah, but she said that was business, and it really sounds like my love life. Don't get caught up with that. It's all for you. Let's pull some cards on our fours who are living large. They've got a relationship going on, and let's see what's happening. Well, there's a confusing read. And then let's take a look at our fours who are looking for a relationship in this jolly month of April. 2021. Okay. All right. For those of you who are in a relationship, you're a 4, and the 4, again, when it comes to relationship, is a make it or break it year. You might commit to someone, move in with someone, or break up with someone. What I have for those of you in a relationship, I have for some of you, you're feeling a lack of confidence. And you're feeling like, I don't want to push X, Y, and Z because every time I do, I feel like it's going to get us into a fight, or it does get us into a fight, but I want it, or I want it to go that way, or I want it to be that way. And lastly, I have the timing card, So I don't know about your timing, 4s. I don't know if the timing is right yet for what you want. But I will say, all right, so if we were doing a private reading, I'd ask you now, what is this situation? And then I would dissect it and we would move from there. But we're not doing that. So it's kind of like this limbo read where you're in this karmic debt lesson in this action-packed year. So you're in this karmic type lesson in the month of April. And the only thing that I can suggest for you to move forward in any way is to know that it's not that you're wrong with what you're asking. It's not that you're not justified in what you need. It's that you're feeling a little shaky because you don't feel confident. The heart knows what the heart knows, and the heart wants what the heart wants. And so if you really have your heart set on renting a place for the summer down the shore, and you're just tentative on bringing it up, it just is what it is. You want to have a nice vacation planned, and you're going to run out of time. It's a time-sensitive situation. So what do? And it's an action year for you, and it is a karmic debt month for you, and I guess that's why maybe you could get a negative response on something, but you don't know. You just don't know. So if you want to give it some time for this month and wait until now, April, May, you're going into the month of endings, and June, you're going into the month of new beginnings. And so those are very actiony months about relationship, more so than this month. So you may decide to wait and bring it up in a little bit. Now, if you're looking for a relationship and you're a number 4, see, it looks like you get off to a really good start, but then something happens where there's a breakup. So, this may be saying to you, before you start something else, be fair and finish one thing before you begin another. Another thing is you might be getting fed that this person's so nice. Oh my gosh, you have to meet this person. Oh my gosh, they're so nice. And then the person does you dirty. So it's like, you've got people who really enjoy you, honor you, and they're trying their best to help you. They're not trying to hurt you, and you're trying to recreate something. You're trying to say, okay, I want to stop this and I want to start that when it comes to love or something like that. But then I get the Devil card, which is it can mean separation, and that can be in a wedding. It can be a breakup. It can mean somebody, like you're the puppet and they're the puppet master. It can mean like bad contract or bad deal. So I just feel like something isn't what it seems when you meet someone in this month of April. So be very careful. And then if you determine that there's something wrong, head for the hills, run, and don't think about it anymore. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and keep it moving. Okay, so be on your guard, fours, if you're looking for a relationship. And now let's move on and let's ask any question that you have. And you can ask about love again. You can ask about romance. You can ask about any relationship. Maybe you're wondering how your mother's health is or are you ever going to talk to your sibling again, or anything at all. Here we go. Now, I'm going to pull out cards for the best possible answer to our number 4's question in this month of April, where you are influenced by the number 8. Okay. Whatever the situation is, fours, that you have at hand, I'm seeing some kind of dissatisfaction with it. And I just want to tell you that this reading is meant to tell you, fours, you may be standing alone in this month of April. You may have to take care of something by yourself. You may have to do it yourself. You may have to research it yourself. You may have to be the bearer of good tidings or bad tidings, but you can do it. You can do it. You don't need what maybe you thought you needed, and or the help you needed, or the wave of permission that you thought that you needed. It looks to me that you also may need some time on your own, fours, in this month of April. You may need to step away from something to see it more clearly, but the outcome is you are so glad you did. You're so glad you did something, and you did it by yourself. So you might say, enough. I don't want to hear it anymore, Mom. I'm going to find you the right doctor, and I'm going to take the day off, and I'm going to drive you there. I want to hear what they have to say myself, and I'm going to take notes, and then we're going to take it from there. We're not going to be, oh, I can't anymore, I can't, because this is happening. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to take the bull by the horns, or maybe it's the opposite, where we say, I can't do this anymore, okay? I can't. I've got a full-time job. I've got a lot hanging over my head, and I empathize with you greatly with whatever your situation is in life, but I got to move away from it for my own health and well-being, and you're so glad you did. So you make a decision on your own of what you want, and you base your movements on that. And you're very happy about it, fours, according to these cards. So I thank you so much for joining Gemma's Window. We will see you next month, in the month of May, when you're in the month of endings, fours. Please subscribe if you haven't, and hop onto my website if you'd like to know more about me, gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, fours. See you soon.